I think Jackie's, I mean, this is one of his most comfortable champions of all time.
Yeah, I think it gives you a lot of pressure to answer for G2 side lanes, which is nice. As you say, it kind of adds in a tool that can set up team fights, especially along that Rumble equalizer. So, yeah.
Gnar comes out with Fervor of Battle Leona. I will never forget that moment. His exhaust comes down. Jackie's has Q3. Lethal Tempo up. He gets a knockoff onto Caps as well. Wants to get the flash out. Lethal Tempo gets the kill! Caps didn't expect that little high note. Side, but dagged up. The Grub, or rather the Herald, no, the Scuttle Crap. It's been a long weekend. SkewMond's going to get 6 off it and start Drake.
Yeah, G2 do a good job of commanding the vision around that area. You can see a pink in the banana brush, pink in picks a brush, stopping any sort of follow-up.
Proud. Jackie sends it in with Soul Unbound. Meanwhile, we look towards the bottom lane. Hans Armour close to getting 6. No, he's not. He just steps it up anyway. Once again, gets the Arcane Shift out of Flacken to run away. Lethal Tempo on Jun will pull out his heal. LeBron burned his while Dragon does go down. The mid lane kill doesn't end up happening. Caps didn't burn an ulti, but he got a really sizable chunk on Jackie's again.
Isma coming into the topside jungle, though, basically saying, hey, I want to try and answer for the Dragon, but now it's setting up for a potential dive from SkewMond. Ezreal, though, pretty crucial. Void Grubs started by GiantX here, and with no Ashe there, I honestly... I was about to say, yeah, I think Hans Armour should stop his base and just match the Rumble. There's no point in trying to go back here.
Going to do that. BrokenBlade readjusts his trajectory. He's going to walk top now as well, but Grub's still going to be taken. SkewMond turns this into a bot lane play. There's the arrow. Now Oscarina, is he going to turn or is he going to burn? He's got flash available, the Hawk Shot just in case. Cataclysm flash away from Flag and drag up, but there's a Cataclysm Dome in the way as Oscar ticks over to SkewMond. Gets some damage down as he walks away himself. BrokenBlade's going to clear this top wave. He won't be dove as an Arcane Shift to maximize damage. Isma is being spotted out. BrokenBlade is taking the fight.
Did he invade and try and steal away camps, or is he more interested in protecting BrokenBlade? Because
does BrokenBlade need protecting? Whoa! Eclipse damage on Flack at half HP. Now, if BrokenBlade ultis here...
that's psychotic.
It is, because Isma's nearby. This is quickly going to turn into maybe a dive.
Yeah, this is where I'm saying I think SkewMond needs to move top here. As BrokenBlade taking a lot of damage, they will now spot Isma, who's just packing his Q off of that top side.
He's trying, but the arrow is imminent as well. TP, ulti dodged away from BrokenBlade, trying to step away as SkewMond comes in for support. The arrow hits Flacked! And the damage from SkewMond as the last turret shot completes as well.
Caps is getting trade on by Jackie's, but the Mountain Dragon's already been started. And unfortunately, this is like where it gets hard for Flacken and Jun, because you can try and stay underneath your tower, but there's so little vision in that bot side jungle that you have no
First Blood is also 6 and 10 in week 5, the same as a positive goal difference at 14. G2 trying to break that as BrokenBlade's been found out. 3 members of GiantX are here. LeBron needs to help him. Encore layered through nicely as the healing is enough to get BrokenBlade out of dodge. Takes the lead. It's free in River right now. As Jackie's going to be the next game. G2 use a BrokenBlade, or rather Hextech Gunblade. Jackie's in as Jackie's dies. And a good punish as G2. On the top side, meanwhile, the dive is just trying to poke out BrokenBlade, but the wave is too thin for them to go again.
Yeah, but now you don't really have an opportunity to cover for the mid lane play, because you sent 3 members of GiantX top, 1 just died bot, so G2 again opening up. The good news, though, about our stats is G2 are ahead of 14. GiantX got first blood. We will have a decider as to what the real curse is in this
It's going
game.
to change. G2 maybe. I mean, I say that, but 6,000 gold at 14, I don't think I've seen a more dominant early game.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
To just see people run away with games when they get leads.
I don't know. I don't trust it. It is G2, but I don't trust it. We're getting towards playoff season, but Herald's up in a second. There's TP here from BrokenBlade, who, while his ultis are missing, he's obviously doing a lot of work in this solo lane. Oscarina getting hit with everything there.
I mean, BrokenBlade just wants to keep up the pressure, right? Riptide, as you say, has spawned. You got push in mid. You're trying to rotate over, so the quicker BrokenBlade can get back on the map, the better. He's going to kill.
Is he going to public execution onto Oscarina? SkewMond's here. Great game. White Caps are going to get low, though. The flash from Jackie's used, and Isma will shave the kill away for a shutdown. With his turret as well, objective bounties are up. A good objective and good move from GiantX.
Black had forced the flash and cleanse, though, as LeBron and Hans Armour are chasing him down as well. So action in multiple spots. But at least tower going to be traded for GiantX, and it is a bounty. So a nice bit of gold injected into Jackie's there. And it will be traded by BrokenBlade into the top side. But Rift Herald, I imagine, was going to be started by G2, but they're more interested in taking the camps at the moment. It doesn't connect with the 3-prong strike. The exhaust going to do work as well, yeah. Caps, I think, a little cocky. You cannot trade against this Yone when he has the exhaust. especially with Isma in the area to finish up. Still though, this is what we're talking about, right? Flakked forced to flash and cleanse, did not want to take that fight at all. G2 get Rift Herald, and GiantX trying to make a pincer move here.
They're trying, but SkewMond's in front of them. Oscar might be coming in, but Flag and Drag is tricky. Flakked just used his Arcane Shift. He's in the middle of a Fed Jarvan. The auto attacks are taking him down solely with that, and Caps just coming in to steal the glory. An angle for SkewMond as BrokenBlade finally hits, and the Cataclysm nails 3. A Flag and Drag to go through. SkewMond slowly going down, but he's done his job as BrokenBlade flashes in, lacerates, and repudiates the enemies. GiantX running for the hills, and this one looks firmly in the grasp of G2. Great comms. BrokenBlade might be in trouble here, but as I say that, Jackie's just gets Q2'd. Ulti, buffered with his own BrokenBlade, baby! Hot damn! He's looking for him. Look at the player profile down below. He's looking for him. Stare him in the eye and say, what up? Jackie's just got smurfed on.
BrokenBlade, the pressure on the map, the Rift Tower going to be placed in the bottom lane. G2 shifting to immediately crack open this bot lane tier 2. GiantX are getting styled on.
They are.
Now you're in a position where you have as much information as you need. SkewMond, I think, is going to try and solo Oscar in as well.
Hans has stepped up to this. That's a great arrow, but Hans is still in trouble. This is a TV flank. Oh no. Jackie, so ult is buffered as BrokenBlade does it again, and half HP. BrokenBlade's in the middle of it all. An opportunity for GiantX. Caps will get flacked. It's a 1-for-1, but a shutdown. It doesn't
in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, he's so monstrously fed, that Caps guy. As Baron starts, look at where Isma is. As Jun's found out Shuriken flip on the Karma. Caps goes into Fog of War. The equalizer down. True Shot Barrage hits him this time. Caps is dead. Double shutdown to Oscar and Baron at half HP.
BrokenBlade is not here.
GiantX are coming in. Baron is
But it's like little windows giving GiantX back into the game, right?
I mean, Oscar he's now got a gold lead over BrokenBlade, so he just got double shutdown. BrokenBlade in this brush. Who's he going to kill?
Himself.
He doesn't put damage onto Isma. He jumps in a 1v2. Spike comes down. Isma's going to look for the knock-up. The arrow saves the day. Flash by Isma. BrokenBlade's ulti hits. It's recoverable. Okay. It's a good play. It's a good play, Dag. You like those? TP from BrokenBlade just in case. Jackie is going to get an objective bounty, but here comes Caps. Shuriken flip when he's got second part of the ulti to get into range. BrokenBlade's going to corner him as well. Jackie's is just going to die here, but how slowly is the question as Shilbo saves him for now. Shuriken flip there, hops back and dead to Caps. Baron now there. Soul on the reset, Dagda. You know, I think we're back to cleanliness.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to air it all out, you know?
Get it out.
Get it out of the house, open a few windows.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And Dragon's up in 35 seconds. That's Soul for G2. That's a Cloud Soul. BrokenBlade's going to get this bit of gold. Oscarinen's going to die now. He's got Flash. And how he dies, well, he doesn't have Seekers, so there's no way. Yep, BrokenBlade just tags him on the way out. Caps gets the kill again. And now it's a 5 versus 4 for Soul. There are 8,000 gold up. The reason I said 11, far away from the screen right now.
And that's where
they Baron.
The bottom turret in their sights. And GiantX are all up on the top side. So Caps is going to be the port of call here.
It's an Akali. Jumping in onto Flakked. Can he 1v3? All in from Isma. Okay, Caps is dead. Now Caps is dead. Baron is doing work on bot though. Oscarin's coming in. Equalizer. Oh no. Oh no. Isma's got. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yo, Oscar. He's almost got Equalizer down. Flag and drag from Jarvan finds Isma. SkewMond sent off a little bit. Jud gives shielding. BrokenBlade's tagged out. Here we go, the all-in. Isma finds a mark, but onto BrokenBlade it's not enough. Cataclysm gets there as well. Jackie's gets a good hold onto Han. Summer, he does die, but it is a trade as Oscarinen is the other trade. BrokenBlade lives. Okay, G2 can do it. Flakked running for his life. He's going to flash. SkewMond, damage not there yet. BrokenBlade looking for his quadra kill. He's got a quadra kill. G2, end it. You had a gold lead at the 14-minute mark.
Look at Flakked. That man is nowhere going near G2. He had a little head shake. He had a little smile. He was like, not today, BB. You do not get a book.
You know what, Dagda? I don't care. BB is going to look for it regardless. Flacked's still in range. The spawn's up in 10 seconds. G2 are on the Nexus turrets with an early game gold lead. The Nexus is gonna fall. G2 are gonna win the game with a lead. They save Europe yet again as Flakked not gonna find Caps. The Nexus falls, and that's how you do it apparently.
That would definitely put a wrench into the works for GiantX.
What a Poppy game it would be as well. Rakan, Pantheon, Camille. Poppy is going to get locked in. And yeah, you're right. It's a fantastic Poppy game here.
Consider just like walking through mid lane to get to the other side and maybe try and force Locke back a little bit, because Jackie's might be able to freeze the wave there. But Oscar with the flash.
Oh my god, Oscar's damage. BrokenBlade in trouble, but 2 turret shots. Hyper, W sweep, and auto attack. Oscar almost got auto. If BrokenBlade got that auto down with Hyper.
Yeah, I thought he would just go. But yeah, big mistake from BrokenBlade.
Yep. And for Oscar, I mean, very big meaning. SkewMond's coming down for the gank, and the mega fire kick, the W already up. SkewMond has Flacket against the wall. He didn't get the charge, so that's the difference. LeBron almost dies under turret. Dive, not successful, but Caps is coming here to cement the play. There's no response from a jungler as Caps going to come over the wall. Spots out the ward. Flacket's still in trouble. He has no summons. An Ashe in pursuit with a couple of nails, and he'll be nailing in the coffin. Caps misses, but SkewMond does not. Now for the follow through, the Ashe in pursuit. Hans takes the kill. Caps really saved the hell out of that play.
Yeah, the fact that they didn't the Dragon, if he does want to though, in a kind of response. Jackie's is moving down to try and protect his bot lane, but doesn't know where Caps is right now.
It's a danger, isn't it? Jackie's caught out in rotation though. Here comes Caps, sending everything. Purgatory's going to miss, so Jackie's not slowed. Kiting around really nicely, great movement, but SkewMond is going to muck this up for him. The nails fly in once more and waiting for an Ashe in pursuit, but Caps not going to send it. Shockwave is a 2-man, buffered by Caps as he gets on out, but SkewMond turns it into an engages, Flacket flushes out, survives somehow. The kick from LeBron is not going to be enough as Hans up and flushes in on top of Jackie's, he's got no mana. Isma comes in to save the day, the shield folds up, but LeBron alive! Hans in 1v2, it's gotten messy, he's trying to take it out, but he's got no mana as well. And Isma takes the
Oscar
kill.
Renan gets one as well.
What?
Oscar Renan cleaned up at the back. He teleported into a ward that was
themselves back into Dragon.
But they all pulled off a Dragon, which is giving Oscar Renan a lot of free time on topside, so they want to get more.
And Flacket has no ulti. This might not be a stun, but to keep his verdict is going to slow him down. Mega fire kick as well. Flacket can't move. Hansama claims the kill. I mean, SkewMond is just everywhere this game.
SkewMond needed to make that look for a dive, but G2 quickly moving to that top end to try and defend.
Oscar might be in trouble, but he's going to E away, I think. Isma now spotted on a ward. This counter gank, he knows. Puts up the Aegis. Assault takes the turret shot with it as well. And guess who didn't get out? It's John. Capitalization from SkewMond again. They're just always in the right place to counter.
Librov trying to look for, I was going to say a reset to cover the top tower, but BrokenBlade actually just went mid. So you're kind of getting both Flacket and BrokenBlade abandoning these side lane turrets, knowing they can't be safe underneath them.
Yeah, that worrying from BrokenBlade opens up, so it's going to be a trade. Again, Dragon is going to be the step up from G2, but still a bit of gold here as Oscar Renan is 1.1k ahead of the curve. A great game on this Camille to open up. 2-0 with Trinity Force. I mean, it might be a worry here for G2.
And he now becomes the focus in fights.
That's just Ashe pursued forward. He's going to get rooted down by the feathers. A fly in from the Grand Starfall. Caps made a big mistake. And Isma's there to punish alongside Flacket.
Oscar Renan isn't punished on the top side though. Hextech ultimatum with Jackie's ultimate is going to decimate Hansama, and that is incredibly difficult to try and keep them away. But now the TP coming in to help out SkewMond.
Jackie's caught on a side lane, as is Orianna. Big mistake. Hammer Shock slow. And waiting for the keeper's verdict, there's a shockwave. BrokenBlade is teleported in as suggested, as Dagda told you. Hammer Shock not going to take the kills. BrokenBlade who orders it down, getting goal back. Meanwhile, we look towards mid lane, and Lebrov's caught out. Hansama's up next as well. Oscar made magic happen. 4 members of GiantX snapped down mid.
Oscar Renan is playing so well through this lead.
Purgatory going to be feathers flying instead. And Caps will not get an execution.
Flacket just about empty.
Doesn't look like he's going to threaten anything yet, as GiantX are on this Herald first. Caps might be in trouble. Hookshot, walkshot, it predicts. Caps tried to Ashe in pursuit out, be smart with it, but his ritual nails come through and the soul ignition is down. Caps needs help, and he gets it from SkewMond again. Running away with the Hextech sweep and the culling. I mean, he is a hero. SkewMond is going to lose the Herald, but he saves Cap's life.
SkewMond, absolute heroics on that play. The fact that not only do you get the kill, but you buy time for Gnar on this bottom side to try and trade for the Rift Herald. It's huge. He may have overstepped here, though.
He's in trouble, waiting. Shockwave's going to bring him back in. Isma doesn't have the ulti. That's up in 5 seconds, so there's...
And GiantX, they want to try and approach, but without Oscar Renan, this one ends a bit dangerous. There's the deep TP, though.
He is coming in fast. BrokenBlade just runs out of Gnar as well. A good advantage maybe for GX to steal as well. Isma comes in now for the fight. Oscar hookshot, wall shot, comes in for the sweep. The quickness, Jun finds 3, and all bundled up together. A present for GiantX. The cozy campfire keeping SkewMond alive as they run for the hills. A blank mid lane turret, only just standing, will stand its ground while G2 retreat.
Jun with the amazing plays there, diving in onto G2 over the wall on this Locke.
Sure.
Like, you don't really have a big carry performance coming through from the G2 mid laner, which makes it way easier for GiantX to try and do plays of their own.
BrokenBlade's getting dove here. That turret is mincemeat. Ulti gonna go into the wave. He still gets stunned up with Aegis Assault, and now, speaking of, that shield will come in soon, and it's just easily done. BrokenBlade is gonna die a staggered death. Quickness was used by Jun, but the kill goes over. And what's the response play from G2? They find Oscar Rinnan, but he's able to survive this for now. Steadfast presence used. Keeper's verdict as well. Oscar does flash away as G2 bring 4 to the top lane show, but mid's now under pressure. Inner turret and bot's now under pressure. G2 do not have the numbers in the lane to defend this.
Now, Hans Hammer basically just going to try and stick around and immediately burst down the tower, but as you say, like, plate spot, tower, mid, isn't quite going to fall. I believe GiantX will have to try and back away from this, but actually TP, they're collapsing on G2.
Oh my god, and that was a back as well. Guess what? Lebrov's gone. SkewMond's in trouble. Steadfast presence not up, or at least not yet. And Hans Summer's going to be put into the ultimate dome. A war present. Oscar does die. Hans does a lot of damage, but in a 1-for-1, SkewMond needs to get out of there. I don't think he's going to, though. As Zizman for the chase. Dissonance, the stun negated. That W comes in clutch.
Push out some of these waves and not look to contest.
Till the next one. Fights have been around getting set up on these objectives, so maybe things are from G2's aggression.
SkewMond had the flash. That flash charge could have been the death of Flacket, but nicely done by Hans Sama, keeping the pressure up. As
Flacket, what an egregious place to back.
For a flank of GiantX if they contest here.
Isma to fly in and steal. It's up to him. Grand Starfall after that mistake from Flacket. TP from the back end onto a control ward. 4K, Oscar Rinnan trying to delay. 3K, he gets in the smite. Isma, no steal. It's G2's as Oscar Rinnan pulls out the Hextech ultimatum. The keeper's verdict was mega. It gets Jackies out of the show. He didn't even get shockwave down as Oscar is stunned up. Hop over the wall. Oscar still wants to follow up as Jun as well wants his way in the fight, but G2 are getting away. Hands in the air. It's 5 members escaping, now waiting in the brush for a potential another play.
Heist successful for G2.
Purgatory. He has been invisible, but it is one ulti for an execution that under turret will do work. BrokenBlade versus Oscar Rinnan. Is it going to happen? Here we go. Jumping in. BrokenBlade ambitious. Isma's on the way. Gnar against the wall. Doesn't hit the stun. Caps wants to get himself with ritual nails. BrokenBlade goes into mini, but here comes Caps. Finally, it's Purgatory, but only onto Isma. It's enough. Finally, we see him, the Hall of Legends, legend himself. It's Caps contributing to this game.
This feels more like hell for GiantX. They've been playing so well, doing the right things, but against G2, it's one mistake, and you end up losing out. G2 cracking open turrets in the center, in the bottom lane. GiantX. Amazing.
SkewMond's pop, I mean, it's just, as much as I'm trying here to give GiantX benefit of the doubt and glaze them, I mean, G2 now 2,000 gold up. Oscar steadying in, hookshot, wall shot onto Caps. Maybe it was too early of me. He flashes out, but he gets knocked up. He's dead, Oscar. Great dive, finally using that Grand Starfall. BrokenBlade's just run out of Gnar. Where's their engage? Hans Summer holding onto the culling for now as GiantX numbers advantage, 45 seconds. And any pursuance that came through off the Baron buff is now halted as GiantX turn into their own siege.
And someone might just try and culling the wave, though. Keep people away. Oscar Rinnan.
Step up, Oscar going deep in a wall. SkewMond was waiting for you. 4 versus 4. Feathers on the ground. Shockwaves to 2-man. Great damage. A spear from a comet. Isma doesn't connect, though, as Hans looks for a new angle. And Oscar went a bit too deep.
G2 don't need to overpush for this, though. They're interrupting.
Hello, hello, hello. SkewMond, guess who we found again? 2-man keeper's verdict. There's a culling from downrange. Isma's getting low. Hans steps up, flashes over the choke. The feather's there. He's still going in. He's dead. A bit too ambitious. And ambitious really is killing the members of both teams. Jackies comes in, takes out Lebrov with a dissonance. And now for the Aegis Assault to get movement speed. A Comet Spear dodged. It is only BrokenBlade who left standing as Caps comes in. Wait. A perfect locked angle. He needs 5 seconds to send them all to Purgatory. The ritual nails, 2, no, only 1. Onto Jackies. He's got a surge, a W to heal him up. An Ashe in pursuit over the wall. Jackies on the chase. There's no objective game, still undecided. My favorite game of the weekend so far, that's for sure. Hunsummer stepping forward onto Flack and Culling comes out, unleashes as John gets the quickness down, but Hunsummer got too much damage down. Away the steadfast, no! A verdict from a keeper! And Oscar, where are you going? SkewMond says no, again. Hammer shock, a boulder, his escape no longer possible. And this Poppy, a thorn in the side of GiantX.
Every time Hansama has unleashed on Flacket, it has been disastrous for GiantX. They scramble to save him, but it cannot be done. G2 gets a Baron.
This lens, if only for one tick. His grand escape begins. Isma on the way in while BrokenBlade is just going to keep going. He's going to need attention as well. He's going to back away, teleport back in if need be. Dagda, GiantX coming in for this.
No, and that's why I think BB was just kind of holding on to the teleport. Doesn't want to invest it unless GiantX are committing to this. Fights have been a little away from BrokenBlade's comfort zone in having Mega Gnar for a lot of them.
He's getting whittled down for now. This is about to be a Mega Gnar. GiantX have run into this. Jude not going to be sent away, but BrokenBlade does it for him. Isma flies on him, but sent out with the keeper's verdict. It's 1-for-1 for now. BrokenBlade is dead, but Hunsummer flashes forward onto Oscar. SkewMond puts him in his place again. Hunsummer back to the wave, dies. Burned down by Flacket. Isma's come back in. He's flashed in for the stun. Cap's in trouble. Flacket flashes back as well. The feathers are truly flying. It calls to him into melee range. SkewMond's going to die. Flacket flew. He bloody flew, Dagda.
Flacket's exhaust completely rinses Hansama, and with that play alone, GiantX might have just won the game.
It looked free. There's flash for flash, but Lebrov is just trying to slow down the next wave. There's 2 minions here. They're quite low. The next wave being held by Lebrov, but he is a one-shot. The minions, if they don't do it, Jackie's will. An ace, an electrocution. We are going to game 3. GiantX pull a rabbit out of the hat against G2, and the distance will be traveled in this best of 3.
The downside of this Gnar build is you're very squishy. GiantX found the play onto BrokenBlade.
Would you like a little bit? Just a crumb?
Looks like they're looking.
They would like a crumb.
So okay.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, the Gwen. So
okay, we wanted, I will just say, we said right before the break, we wanted Jun to play engage. Bard definitely is engage. I did not expect it to be literally the only...
Oscar has to step up. I don't know if or when SkewMond can get up here.
Potential gank mid though.
Yeah, more important is this lane, isn't it? Waiting for the flash frost. Jackie's has no flash. He's going to step up, clear the wave, goes into hammer form. Now beats back Lebrov, but he knows he's dead. It's just about the who. Sonic wave going to be taken. Kill gets taken by SkewMond as well. And it's a good punish of the flashless mid laner.
Nice, he does mid once more.
Isma spotted out moving down bot though. This is third scuttle. All eyes for both junglers on this bottom side of the map. Cap's got 6 first, goes push. Jackie's all in, trying to get egg form. Flash Frost comes in at short range, but Jackie's has the damage almost going down to egg. Caps is close, crystallized there. Egg out. SkewMond coming in, looking for a safeguard. Sonic wave, no flash, remember. Jackie's dead again. SkewMond right where he needs to be. That man's always on time.
Nicely done.
Giving up the scuttle. SkewMond gets a kill. Worthwhile trade. Dragon wasn't started. Isma, Shadow Dash. He walks into it. Sonic Wave going to be taken. SkewMond got level 6 in the interim. Will not take that Q2. As Jun is also covering the play here with Jackie's on the respawn. Flash Cosmic Binding, it connects. Wait, the Javelin toss as well. A pounce, a swipe, a prowl, but kicked away. Sonic Wave is with flashes the match anyway, but will it cost his life? Yeah, you're damn sure it will. Jun now needs to escape. A magical journey will be taken, but SkewMond investment into information topside.
I mean, wanted to see if there was caps up to take, but SkewMond is not letting him do it. He's been very diligent on how he's been 6 for Lebrov, especially as, you know, Oscar is getting a little bit more dangerous. Mid's getting a bit more dangerous.
Egg just came up. This is half HP. Satchel charge used. Magical journey going to come in. Lebrov holds the fort. Only gets 1, but Isma will not be able to get the javelin toss. Cosmic Binding sidestep as well. Hansummer had no mana, so he had to use his feet.
He was dancing back and forth there,
John. He just used the magical journey. The kick away is not an execution, though. Tempered Fate, Flash, Tempest, Cripple. SkewMond gets a kill regardless. In comes Lebrov. Flash not up, but a Shadow Dash is. Sonic Wave kited by Isma. And a Javelin Toss to boot. Would rely on those Lich Bane autos there with Javelin Toss missing again. 30 seconds till Drake in this fast-paced game. Looking towards mid, heel burn by Lebrov. Isma in a bit of trouble, but Jackie's up against a Crystallize. He's bot back, but he's still taunted. Sonic Wave doesn't connect from SkewMond. Nor does the Javelin Toss. Both junglers throwing a whiff here, but 20 seconds till the Drake. It's away from that Herald timer. which means the push here from G2 can lead them to more bot side dominance.
The reset from Flacket in the bottom lane, though, has given Ziggs a lot of time with this tower in the bottom side, so he's going to get some very nice plating for himself as well. So again, G2 kind of turning up the heat onto GiantX. And GiantX just don't really have a good response. And especially as a poke composition, being behind like this is devastating.
Jackie's not going to get stunned up. Isma comes in yet again. Caps must fly. Tempered Fate going to catch him. He has no flash. Crystallize in the way. A trap on his body. Everything thrown. A shutdown to Jackie's in the face of Dragon spawning.
Well, he'd been started by SkewMond, but now that Caps is dead in the mid lane, doesn't have the help that he needs to actually try and finish it out. Resets coming through as well for G2 with the AD carry and top laner. He's a GiantX, great pick, and it nets them the Dragon.
Punishing Caps' flash. No Anivia. No reinforcements from G2. And their first Dragon
Two is
again.
to try and go towards Jackie's in this bottom side, but I believe SkewMond, won't be able to get into position. So it's a nice take here by GiantX. I think Ziggs could take mid lane tower, though, if they're quick enough on this as G2.
He's playing between poking off the rest of GX and looking towards midwave. Midwave now the final call. Herald goes down. Scuttle might be taken as well. Flacket getting zoned coming back in. And they're just stagnating, minimizing what GiantX can do.
BrokenBlade kind of low. Isma going to immediately try and move up
Here
here,
it comes. He's dethroned. Nidalee comes out. The Shen ulti as well. The flash from BrokenBlade. He remounts almost. But a Shadow Dash under turret. Oscarinin about to die. Blocked by LeBron for the time being. But in comes Isma for a double. That was a second of being bad as the flash comes in. Kick from SkewMond. Sonic Wave. Resonating strike. A Tempest. A Cripple. A couple of legs on this Pussycat. And with a double given back over, it is a 2-for-2 trade.
SkewMond manages to rectify the play in the top lane. It was nice from GiantX, but Hansama might be caught. Flacket can't get there for the trap.
He can't get out, but he flashes forward, gets the autos in the heal as well before any reaction comes through from Hans.
Nicely done by GiantX, punishing Hansama as he steps up. And Jun, the Temper Fates have been on point. You called it out earlier on, Hysterics. And they're continuing to rain down and rain issues for G2. SkewMond at least getting that here. Now 30 seconds until Dragon, so it is still going to be a focus on Dragon after this in just a moment, but G2...
I mean, I can't count days as Sonic Wave. Not going to be taken.
BrokenBlade's in the area, though. They want to try and collapse on this quickly. GiantX want to poke G2. If they can find that engage with BrokenBlade, can stop it.
Cosmic Binding, beautiful from Jun. Damage, Shock Blast. Look at the poke onto Caps, who doesn't have Egg. Spear. Blocked by LeBron. BrokenBlade has just shown himself without the charge. Magical Journey, bed trap on a rope. A javelin toss. In goes Isma. Maybe not charged. BrokenBlade goes through a Magical Journey. That Kled is wild. BrokenBlade's going to die. And a Cosmic Binding flushed away from. Out goes Hansama. But BrokenBlade just ran into death.
And that leaves Oscarinin with the tier 2 tower in the top lane. G2 fumbled the play. And it's a disaster. Oscarinin, can you get out here, though?
Man United is going to bring out some of the pieces as well. In the Halloween Mist, it won't matter. A Shadow Dash, a stun. SkewMond will get the kill again. I mean, Caps does need some resources. SkewMond 6
the lead that G2 had in the gold, that they'd be able to find these moments to push GiantX away. But GiantX have done a good job of attacking the side lanes, keeping up the pressure, and especially Oscarinin now having a 2-level advantage over BrokenBlade. It's just drawing so much attention from G2.
Caps trying to make a lane gank as a kick away. Jackie's been found out. He does have flash, but he goes on the Hansama instead. SkewMond may have just killed his AD carry. Oh no! Flacket finds the ulti through. The weaving is. SkewMond gets one himself, but again, he keeps picking up all the kills and none for anyone else. 7-0. A 1-for-1. Jackie's for Hans.
BrokenBlade is giving up bot lane again, though, to try and move towards mid lane, and GiantX have traded 1-for-1. This is again G2 just not having the engage that they want to set up this play. And this mid lane tower continues to stand.
A stun from Caps does good damage. LeBron, a Shadow Dash away from the Javelin Toss. Meanwhile, we look towards bot. This setup coming through now. Stand United, they're going to overwhelm Oscarinin, but in a 1v3, he's doing okay. Got true damage. Need to work out. A bit of danger, but BrokenBlade this time will remount. Oscar flashes over to Sonic Wave, catches him by the toe. Nothing down on this bottom side of the map except Ego. This game, they have been trying to do something. Pressure's never off. Look, Isma gets a camp. He's like, hang on a minute. Should we go mid again? Jun's here. Here comes Tempered Fate once more. And guess who they caught again? Hansama has no flash. Javelin Toss going to be blocked. Cosmic Binding is a 2-man show. Beautiful again. LeBron Shadow Dash to get him on out the kick. Onto Isma's going to make a trade. But SkewMond, he needs to do a little bit more. In the Glacial Storm, Caps is picking slowing them down. Ice cold as Oscar Rinnan's needlework is doing even more. SkewMond needs to get out, but a magical Jody, a cosmic binding, flush away from the Lee Sin. John's setup, Oscar's flank, Flak gets damage. Maybe mid will finally now fall down.
This Lee Sin is 10-0, but it doesn't, it's just not enough.
Damage, Oscar stands in, Caps about to be an Anivia, blocked by Lebrov. Again, he'll save Caps as
The advantage
passive.
that GiantX has, I think you do just hard shove mid and try and draw G2 out of this hovel that they've set up for themselves.
It's in the whole block by SkewMond, took no damage. It's a level 16 Lee Sin. Lebrov found on a flanking position. Charge going to be used and stand united onto Flak, and he can't escape. Shadow Dash, a two-man, the dive from G2, and the kick! Insane. Mega Inferno Bomb dodged away by Isma. G2 have all five as Lebrov and Caps both survived to play another day, but that's what you need to see from G2. Send it and put the orbs on BrokenBlade to teleport in.
They send it past two different towers, but they get flacked. They somehow are holding on, and this Baron is now started, but the poke from GiantX is not to be sniffed at.
Isma walks in with the rest. Oscar over the wall. BrokenBlade the threat. Caps, he's going to DBS this down quick. GiantX need to pick a fight. No Tempered Fate available. The poke, Hans Summer at half HP already has to turn and burn onto June. He's going to do exactly that. Meanwhile, Oscar and BrokenBlade hatch it out. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Hans Summer, he's not dead. It's Lebrov. Satchel charge used, disengaged. Kick was used by SkewMond. Needlework. Two from Oscar Rinnan, left to go. SkewMond at half HP. Looking for an angle. Baron, not deregulated for now. Jackies, did he just flash for that? He's going to turn onto Caps next, but a bit bold. Oscar steps forward into the Hallowing Mist. Baron is stopped. End of game, that's who's going to win. Baron still standing, but Dragon taking soul point. Tempered Fate on SkewMond. He gets a Sonic Wave, but he's in the middle of everyone. A spear about to connect. Jumps onto Jackies instead. Sonic Wave will be taken. SkewMond is the raid boss. Where is the damage? Someone has to kill him at half HP. Cosmic Binding. The poke finally, no. He gets over the wall into Flacket. He's in the whole team. Somebody kill him. Flacket seizes him. Now, GiantX, will they continue the fight? A Glacial Storm in the middle. The Articuno sends down the ulti and zones. SkewMond, Zero. Okay. Just because I have a shutdown doesn't mean I can't get shut down. Okay. Baron is on wards. Dagger, GiantX are going to start it.
This is a little risky though. Yes, you don't have Lee Sin, but G2 wants you in this one spot where they can try and all in.
Look at Hans Summer, 3K, 2K, Satchel, a steal!
Oh my God!
Hans Summer blows Baron to piece! Topside. Hans needs to get nearby. Look how far back this Ziggs is standing. He's not taking risk. Only comes up to potential Satchel and get a Q closer to Flacket.
Lebrov actually being that other split pusher, feeling a little bit like Hylissang in this one, as he knows that he has that stand united, which is the most valuable part of his kit. And Lebrov is massive. Like, he has a full maw at this stage.
Isma, Protobell, crystallized down the storm, the flash, he gets out. Here's a charge. It might find John. Instead, it finds Isma again. He wasn't fully on out. BrokenBlade just sends it in. He's going to dismount for now, but he needs to get back on the bicycle. No opportunity with the network slicing through SkewMond for the kick, the disengage, but he too is dead. A double back over to Flacket. Nothing up for a minute.
He's desperate to go all the way. But it's Jun with the Tempered Fate. Jun with this binding as BB tries to go for the knockback. The collect spectacular on this Bard.
0, 2, and 10. They also be an insane accomplishment. Spear connects as well. Everything, all the poke into Anivia. Caps is down, at least for the time being. He's going to go fully down to the ground. Flacket's damage, a combo with Jackies and the spears. They're doing so much work. Oscar Rinnan, he flushes into Hans Summer. The needles are working. Jun will take the kill, but 2 in the ground. G2 have 50 seconds to survive.
I don't know if they can though. GiantX are running down this bot side. They have so much damage. And G2 don't have the bodies.
BrokenBlade has to back. He's taking a while to do so. He needs to get there to support. No charge. 3 versus 5. The poke comp from GiantX had to get ahead. They stayed ahead. They played it to fruition. Lebrov on death's door as Oscar is running down BrokenBlade. He's meant to be the Kled god, but Oscar's putting him in his place with a pair of scissors. BrokenBlade remounts. Yes, he will survive, but GX have taken down Lebrov. They've cleared G2, and with this comp, they lock in playoffs. What a style of class from GiantX in a Game 3.
I doubted that GiantX would be able to pull off a composition like this, but the gentlemen handshake each other after that one.